the old routine of waking up to burning eyes and the taste of stale cigarettes on my lower lip, but losing grip always seemed so much more fulfilling before, when the only thing that mattered in my life was who would drink the last of the half-gallon. But the bottom of that bottle was so much more than just an empty surface note. It was a reflection of the person I had repurposed to service those around me who didn't understand that spines aren't meant to bend back that far. But why am I so busy bending, breaking, taking every chance I have to leave my room at night? What am I looking for? I oftentimes find myself asking about books and rocks and the weather, and whether that's to do with genuine curiosity or just my irrational fear of the silence between us, I will never know. But what I do know is that every time we sat parked in your car, too fucked up and drunk to exchange words, I would look over at you through drunken, dry eyes and swear to myself that loving is the only thing that I'm good at. And you know, I always hated that bullshit people would say about how no one's ever gonna love you until you learn how to love yourself, but it fucks me up because it's so true. How am I supposed to be expected to love myself when I'm constantly being reminded that nobody would ever love me this way in the first place? I ask so many questions. I ask so many questions of everyone else. I never stop to ask myself why I've been sitting here on my bedroom floor fucking up all my books with highlighters and blue pen ink for the last 5 goddamn hours. But 5 hours only turn into days, which turn into weeks of insufferable internal monologue, constantly bombarding me with questions of my own self. Where did I leave my jacket on the street that night we broke down in Eugene and dropped acid? Where did I leave my self-worth in your car when I was too fucked up and scared to look over at you and tell you how fucking complete you made me feel for those 5 seconds in between deafening bass and screaming? It was always so fucking loud in your car. And I'm not talking about your mixtape, but my fixation on your lips wrapped around half-smoked cigarettes. I'm talking about your hands tapping out "I'll be dead within the year" in Morse code on your steering wheel. And I know that it means nothing to you, but to me, honestly, I see nothing in this world without you in it. I mean, I do, but it's wrong. It's all fucking wrong. And I used to look into your eyes and imagine whose souls that you would touch in your lifetime. And I can promise you that your touch is not poison like you believe, because as far as I can see, the only downfall that you ever had was that I loved you more than you could have ever loved me. And maybe one day you'll come back, just to find me here alone and still learning to love myself. And I can guarantee I'll continue to ask you about rocks and the weather, and I'll never ask you to tell me why you tried to kill yourself that one time junior year. And I guess some things are better left unsaid, but much like scissors to thread, I too found myself cut off from you. And I don't know if it was because you finally got tired of talking about the rain and the weather, or if you finally just noticed all the cigarette burns I had next to my veins, but I know it was something. And maybe I just ran out of strawberry wine, which is kind of bizarre because I just bought 3 bottles or 2. However, I wouldn't be surprised if I wasted it all on you.